Rachel Zegler once dreamed of becoming Hollywood's next golden girl. She was young, talented, charismatic, and handpicked to lead one of Disney's most ambitious live-action remakes, a new imagining of Snow White. But instead of walking into the spotlight as Disney royalty, she found herself watching her career unravel inside a nearly empty theater, clutching flowers that felt more like condolences than congratulations. What should have been the crowning moment of her career turned into the ultimate Hollywood horror story, a box office bomb of epic proportions that no one, not even Disney, could have predicted. On March 25, 2025, Zegler gathered her small circle of loyal friends, Ilda Mason, Jorge Mason Remy, and Maria Isabel Demison, and headed to a local theater to watch her big-screen debut as the beloved princess. But the sight that awaited them was not a sea of adoring fans, but rows and rows of empty seats. The Instagram stories that leaked from the night painted a picture of surreal awkwardness. Ilda tried to inject some life into the lifeless screening by cheering Rachel's name when it appeared on the screen, but instead of applause, the moment landed with a thud. Rachel could only laugh nervously, cheering for herself in what felt more like a parody of stardom than the real thing. The group even tried to poke fun at their misfortune, filming a viral-style skit at the concession counter.
Please?
For which movie?
The irony was brutal. Not even the staff seemed to remember the film existed. Rachel left the screening with a bouquet of flowers, a gesture that felt more like pity than celebration. Because while her friends offered roses, the box office offered only thorns. With just $3.5 million from Thursday previews and a disastrous $43 million opening weekend, Snow White wasn't just a flop, it was one of the costliest failures in Disney's history. To put it in perspective, The Little Mermaid remake had pulled in $95 million during its debut. Even Dumbo, widely considered a misfire, managed nearly the same amount as Zegler's Snow White but with half the budget.
To Walt Disney himself, I'm sorry.
Disney had poured over $250 million into production, not including marketing, and audiences weren't buying what they were selling. Empty theaters, viral seating charts showing barren rows, and endless social media jokes made it clear this wasn't a fairy tale. It was a financial nightmare. The irony grew sharper when old clips of Zegler resurfaced online. In one viral video, she declared that despite her flaws, she hoped people would always wait in line to see her. Now, the only lines forming were those of online critics waiting to roast her. "Welcome back to reality, princess," one post mocked. Commentators like Ian Miles Chong twisted the knife further, pointing out that Snow White had earned the humiliating title of Disney's lowest-performing live-action remake in decades. For many, the film was bad enough to warrant an apology to Walt Disney himself. But the box office was only the beginning of the storm. Behind the scenes, Zegler had become a magnet for controversy, and her behavior during the lead-up to release did little to win over the public. Variety reported that Disney executives were already nervous about her earlier comments trashing the original 1937 film, dismissing it as weird and out of date. But they stayed quiet, hoping the backlash would blow over.
Behind the scenes, you guys know as well as I do that those executives like Spielberg are looking at that, saying, Rachel Zegler can F right off.
Instead, it got worse. Disney's D23 event, Zegler shocked the crowd by using the promotional stage to make a political statement, catching even Disney off guard. Executives panicked. Their $270 million project had just become ground zero for a political storm, and damage control went into overdrive. And if tensions weren't high enough, Zegler's relationship with co-star Gal Gadot disintegrated in real time. While the two women had smiled together during filming, their dynamic soured in the months before release. The Oscars, Zegler reportedly threw shade at Gadot by calling her a professional pageant queen in an Instagram reply, a comment widely interpreted as a jab.
Zegler also faced blowback after posting Free Palestine.
Things only escalated when Zegler publicly voiced support for Palestine, a stance that clashed directly with Gadot's background as an Israeli actress and former IDF soldier. The result was explosive. Gadot faced serious backlash and threats, forcing Disney to pay for additional security to protect her and her family. Insiders said Zegler never seemed to grasp the gravity of the situation or how her words endangered her co-star. Controversies piled up. After the U.S. presidential election, Zegler posted a pointed message: "May Trump supporters never know peace." The statement alienated nearly half of Disney's target audience, and for executives already fighting a losing battle, it was the last straw. By then, Snow White was bleeding money from costly reshoots, a bloated marketing campaign, and nonstop PR disasters. As if her feud with Gadot wasn't enough, Rachel added more fuel by omitting Gadot entirely from a gushing Instagram post celebrating the film just hours before release. She praised the crew, the production, and the 3 magical summers in London, but fans quickly noticed the glaring absence of any mention of her co-star. It was another reminder that their relationship had soured, and that the drama wasn't just on screen. Controversies extended far beyond Zegler herself. From the moment she was cast, critics accused Disney of rewriting Snow White into a modern woke fable. Some objected to a Latina actress taking on the role of a character described as having skin as white as snow. Others mocked Zegler's combative response when she clapped back online, calling her critics losers obsessed with cartoon bloodline purity. Then came the 7 Dwarfs scandal. Peter Dinklage blasted Disney for hypocrisy, calling them out for celebrating progress in one area while still telling a story about dwarfs living in caves. His comments sparked a backlash that forced Disney to scrap the dwarfs entirely, replacing them with CGI creations that fans ridiculed as lifeless and uncanny. In the end, Snow White became more than a box office failure. It became a cautionary tale about hubris, mismanagement, and the dangerous collision of politics and entertainment. For Disney, it was a financial disaster. For Rachel Zegler, it was a career-defining misstep, one that shifted her image from rising star to Hollywood cautionary tale. Question now isn't whether Snow White flopped. That much is undeniable. The real question is, how did Disney, a studio known for fairy tale magic, get it so disastrously wrong? Was it the casting, the writing, the controversies, or a perfect storm of all 3? And more importantly, can Rachel Zegler recover from a flop this monumental, or will this be the role that haunts her forever? What do you think? Was Disney doomed from the start with this remake, or did Rachel's controversies seal its fate? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want to keep following the twists and turns of Hollywood's biggest scandals, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a story.